welcome to another edition of Live Out Loud Podcast. We started the show just in time for you to cough up a lung.
Look, I'm still Shelby.
Oh. Now,
Actually, I'm coughing.
For those of you who are listening to the audio and not seeing the video, we have our names underneath us. And one of the reasons we do that is we have a monitor. And if I forget who I am, I can look up and see my name is Scott. Gary looks up and sees that his name is Shelby.
Oops.
You have been replaced.
Yep.
And I must say, Shelby, after we talked about hair and makeup and clothing, you did not do justice to yourself today.
Well, I tried.
Wow.
I'm trying.
Oh, we're back. Hey,
I'm
Gary,
trying.
you're on the show now.
I'm trying.
You're
Yes,
back.
I'm back.
You're back.
I'm back.
All right, welcome to Live Out Loud Podcast, the show where we celebrate everything about living clean and sober, having fun with your life, celebrating everything. I'm Scott.
I was coughing. I'm Gary.
Yeah, I'm glad
I know
we got that straightened out.
you're hoping that I was Shelby, but no, it's me, Gary. I'm back.
Shelby will be back. By the way, we got Smurf over in the corner. Hello, Smurf.
Oh!
Whoa, really?
Hi, Tammy.
Just do your name. Smurf. Say hi. No, don't say hi. No, what would you say? Hello, everyone. Just say it. Why is that so difficult? Holy cow. She went to college for this shit.
That's
Because
right.
you're getting so upset.
It
and
was-
it makes me so happy.
Oh,
What was it?
meteorology.
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 No, not meteorology. That's mediocrity.
Meteorology.
That's what she studied, mediocrity. We're talking about meteorology. Oh, I'm getting a dirty look from the Smurf now. That's about as scary as a pissed off ant. Meteorology. That's
Scarier for the ants.
That's when you go study all the stuff that I don't understand and don't care to understand.
And that's why we have Smurf.
I think technology peaked out at pagers.
Commodore 64.
Pagers.
Commodore
Pagers.
64.
I'll take it up to pagers because there was something cool about having that little square box on you. You walk around and it's like, oh, somebody beeped my beeper. I must go.
Somebody beat my people.
You were important. Back then, when you had a pager, you were important.
My
Doctors,
dad-
lawyers, cops, pagers, right?
Yeah,
Now,
unless
4-year-olds are walking around with smartphones.
Yeah,
My
but
dad
if
had
you were
3.
hold on, let me get a word
No.
in here.
Tell her-
Between the
tell
two
her-
of you, it's impossible.
Smurf's a Smurf.
I'm just going to sit here and listen. If you had a pager back in the old days and you were an accordion player, that was just wishful thinking.
I don't understand. Oh, because nobody calls an accordion
Nobody
player.
calls an accordion player. That's a,
No, but there's always that emergency bar mitzvah.
Yeah, that's right.
We forgot. Don't accordion players play at bar mitzvahs? I don't know if they do or not. That's probably racist.
They
or
used
something,
to.
or-
They used to do the cocktail party.
What cocktail party?
Well, there's a cocktail party before the reception.
What reception?
The bar mitzvah.
Oh.
Oi!
Oh my God.
Oi! What
By
about
the way, as long as we're talking about what the hell's a bar mitzvah anyway?
a bar mitzvah? Is when a Jewish guy turns 13 and he becomes a man in the Jewish religion. Now, if it's a girl, back then it was a bas mitzvah. Now it's a bat mitzvah.
Okay.
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 All right. Now that we got that, let's talk bagels. Oh no, that was the other show.
No, that was the other show.
Michelle Becker Grace says hello there. Hello there, Michelle Becker Grace.
Well, hello there, all those names.
Michelle sees a lot of our shows.
Yeah, I want to say, hey, Bill has joined us. Hey, how you doing, Bill?
That's your best friend.
No,
right?
no, this is a different Bill.
A different Bill.
This is Bill Yost. I haven't talked to him in, boy, God, it's been maybe 25 years. Wow.
Tyson is a great hypnotist.
Really?
And he's joined us.
Well,
Hi,
don't
Tyson.
look at his post too long because you'll start barking like a dog.
Barking like a chicken.
Barking.
Now, you're a hypnotist too, right?
well-
I'm a hypnotist too. When you tell people that you're a hypnotist, don't they always go, oh, you want to make me cluck like a chicken?
No, but I can make you scream like a girl, and I kick him right in the nuts. Bada boom, you're hypnotized.
That's the comeback of the day, folks.
That's all it is. That's all it is. Hey, today we're talking about my unfavorite topic, silly celebrations.
We just talked about one of them,
What?
bar mitzvahs.
No, that's okay.
That is a lot of money to turn 13.
Well, wait a minute. You got 13. Now, okay, let's say, can you be Jewish and Hispanic at the same time?
Yeah, you
It's
probably can't talk Yiddish and Spanish at the same time, but
So a girl can have a bat mitzvah, then she could have a quinceañera,
yes.
and then she could have a sweet 16.
Or
This
they
girl's
can
got
put
it
the
made.
whole party in one.
Well, no one wants to do that. You can spread it out 3 different parties over 3 different years, except for that year of when you turn 14 and nobody really gives a crap.
You are giving all those Spanish Jewish people
The huge
you're draining their
population
bank
out
accounts.
there,
You're
the
draining
huge
their bank
yeah.
accounts. Huge population
The
of
huge
Spanish
population,
Jews.
yeah.
Right.
Hey, I don't know. I don't know how this works. Listen, for those people who are getting offended by everything I'm saying right now, I want to tell you something. I have no idea what the hell I'm talking about.
That's right.
So you can't be upset with me because I really don't know these things.
No, you can be upset with him because he doesn't know these things.
I don't know
and
these
he's
things.
talking about them.
I can, well, you know, that's what I do best is talk about shit that I don't
He
know.
doesn't know, and he's very convincing about it too.
If I knew what I was talking about, this show would be really boring. I mean, I need to screw up ideas, don't I?
Okay.
Yeah, okay. Let's
Okay.
go with that.
Okay, let's
so
go
we're
with
talking
that.
about silly celebrations.
I'm back.
One of the reasons that I want to talk about silly celebrations because I've got a call from a family member. Hey, there's my other Bill friend, Bill McClinton up in Syracuse. Robin has joined us. You remember Robin?
Robin,
our
I
friend
sure
Robin.
do.
Hi, Robin.
Robin.
I remember.
Okay.
Now there's a girl with a heart of gold.
Yes, absolutely. Absolutely.
Yep. And I hope she's doing well. I really hope she. Robin, text us and tell us that you're doing well.
Tell us
okay?
you're doing great. Lie to us because we need the good news.
Wow.
I'm just saying. I'm just saying.
Okay.
All right, listen. So I was talking to somebody this morning, and apparently, out of state, a family member of mine is having a graduation from pre-K. I mean, and it's a graduation ceremony for making it through pre-K.
Is it a boy or a girl?
It would be a boy.
A boy. Oh, okay. Is he getting a car?
He's
Getting a car for
he's
graduation?
He's getting a little electric Mercedes, one of those little toy cars. Of course, you know we couldn't afford the engine, so now he's just really fast downhill.
Yeah, it was funny.
Flintstoning it.
We got the bigger tires, so we could just send him down the stairs in the house.
Now, Sean today came in. He said one of his kids was graduating 4th grade. Another one, he was graduating, what was it, 7th grade or 8th grade or something like that,
8th
going
grade,
into 9th grade?
8th grade.
Well, my son just graduated high school this year.
Yeah, but apparently that's pretty anticlimactic since you have a graduation for everything. I mean, seriously.
No, I don't. Sean did. I did.
Yeah, but
My son graduated high school this year. He is now.
well, I think that's terrific.
it is terrific.
That's terrific.
That's a
And at
celebration.
24 years old,
That's a
that's a hell of a
celebration.
feat.
Okay.
I'm kidding. I'm kidding. No, I know your son's only 23.
Wow.
No,
Don't go
hey-
after him. You go after his
No,
family now.
I spent a lot of time in high school. That was my dream, is to grow up and go to my sophomore year of high school with my kids. But that was me. No, but seriously, we celebrate way too much. I mean, I think it's cool. Have a party at the school.
right.
Have a party at the school. You know, do something. But
Well,
a
the end of the year
graduation.
party, but not a graduation. That's a
mean-
little crazy.
But you know, pre-K graduation, they got all these people. The kids dress up in cap and gowns. They've got a commencement speaker. They've got like the Pi Beta Kappa Kappa thing and all that other stuff. I don't know what they call
they
that.
don't.
What do they call that?
right, they've got Whoopi Goldberg coming in. She's going to
Yeah,
be
she's gonna be the
awarded an
commencement
honorary preschool graduate.
It's just way too much. Listen, I party, have fun. You know, have the kids cupcakes. Whatever happened to freaking cupcakes? It's so much easier. But no, we got to have a graduation.
Now they're cupcake cakes.
Cupcake cakes?
Cupcake cakes. They're like cakes, and they're just a bunch of little cupcakes.
But if once
Oh,
they're
yeah.
smushed together, it is a cake.
yes,
Okay.
right, with
One- That's
pieces of paper all
One kid
gooked
gets
in there.
so mad and just mushes it.
I mean, why do you need that? Why do you need a cupcake cake? You got
It's-
cupcakes, you got cake. Why do you need to have a cupcake
Cuts
cake?
out the middleman. It cuts out
Yeah.
the middleman. You don't have to cut slices.
Yeah,
You
that's
just
exactly
pick.
what I was gonna say.
Just pick.
So basically, it's a bunch of cupcakes shoved together.
It's a bunch of cupcakes shoved together with a design on top. So
Oh,
Like Jaws.
like
Sorry.
like happy graduation from pre-K, Timmy. Thanks for not biting more than 12 people. That's how he graduates.
that's how he graduated.
You know, I have.
He's magna cum laude because, you know,
He only bit three
he only
people.
yeah, he only bit 3 people.
We're making
only-
Brian,
and he
Two
ate
Legos.
he only ate 2 cans of Play-Doh.
we're making Brian hungry. Brian, run out and get some cake.
Well, and Play-Doh.
Brian's a great percussionist there.
All right, so my friend Bill says graduation from
Percussionist called
kindergarten is another one, which kindergarten is pre-K. Pre-K is before you go to kindergarten.
That's before
Yeah.
you go to kindergarten. So you're graduating pre-K and you're going into kindergarten. So
What's
you're,
next?
You're going from wetting your pants to pulling your pants down.
I mean, if we keep following this progression, pretty soon when you're born, they're going to have a graduation ceremony in the hospital.
That's right.
You shoot out
Because
right into
you-
a cap and gown, and the doctor calls your name and hands you a certificate.
Congratulations.
And the mom, who's got like an epidural and is all
And a-
doped up, is going to say, "Yay, boy!" You know,
And
I mean,
a
come on.
diploma, right?
All right, so he says graduation from kindergarten is another one. You basically are being rewarded for taking naps and making puzzles. Well, in that case, my grandfather with Alzheimer's, he graduates every day. He takes naps and does puzzles.
And there you go. You know, graduating from kindergarten, that's pre-K. I see. I can see pre-K. I can see 6th grade. I can
wait.
see
How can you see
middle.
pre-K? Why?
If you're going to another school,
Yes.
that's a different thing. But if you're going from 3rd grade to 4th grade, and you're just going down the hall, you know,
That's
to another
different.
classroom, that's not a graduation. That is congratulations. You've gone to a higher platform. You know. Now, as far as graduation is concerned, I can't relate.
You can't. Why?
Well, I am one of those graduationless people.
Me too.
Really?
No, I graduated, but I never went to the ceremony, and I never went to my prom.
Oh, okay. Well, I never went to
It was-
my
it was
prom. I
actually
never
a-
went to
it was a deal
graduation.
between me
I didn't
and-
go to 11th grade, 12th grade. I was on the road at the time.
Well, my not showing up was a deal between me and the principal and several other staff members who said, "Wouldn't you rather sleep in?"
Don't let this man in.
I picked up my diploma like midsummer because I kind of went by. They called at the school, says, "Are you going to come pick this up?" And I came in. I said, "I graduated." They said, "Yeah." And they said, "Weren't you curious?" I said, "No, I was done, whether I graduated or not. I was done." So I really didn't care. Thank you for the piece of paper, you know, and it came in handy later when I went to college and stuff. But that was not my plan.
Right.
My plan was to ride my motorcycle around the world. And when I
how'd
realized
that go?
But
well,
you did go to college.
there's a whole lot of water.
You did go to college.
I did go to college. I went to several different colleges. Yes.
Oh, okay.
How many did you graduate?
I graduated one, but I went to several different colleges. So, but I didn't do the.
That must have been
I'm not a
fun.
graduation guy.
That must have been fun.
Yeah.
What?
Going to different colleges, seeing the
Well, I
differences.
went to a lot of different high schools too. I went to like 4 different high schools. You know, I moved around a lot. We had a lot of things going on. But
I
it was
went
cool.
to I went to a lot of different high schools, and then they found me and kicked me out.
Yeah.
And told me you don't live here. Get out.
I went to 3
Stop
proms.
hanging around us.
I went to 3 proms. None of them my own. I went to I took girls to proms at other places.
Ooh.
That's because you're a popular guy. Hello, Morton.
That's because I was on takemetotheprom.com. No, that was before computers.
That was way
people.
down.
It was before.
You can't fool me. Okay.
It was on a billboard. They had to beep my beeper, by the way. You know, I got about as many calls as the accordion player next door. So it really wasn't good.
Well, he answered an ad in the personals. This says, "Could somebody take me to the prom?" And he answered the ad, and he said, "What time should I pick you up?" And the other voice on the other line said, pick me up at 8 o'clock. I'll shave at 1:45.
There you go.
There you go.
So we're talking about, you know, silly celebrations, and it gets to a point where it's just too much. Everything is a graduation and a celebration. You know, in my day, you won championships to get a trophy.
Right. When
In
you
my-
won a
yeah.
championship.
And now it's like, okay, every team has to get some sort of trophy.
Yeah, that's the politically correct thing to do now, which politically correct just doesn't work with me in a lot of cases.
Yeah.
It's just gotten ridiculous.
I mean, if we're going to give away trophies, let's be honest about them.
Yeah.
You know, here's a trophy. You know, the last place team in the league. Here's a trophy for you, and it's got to say "sucked more than we ever thought possible" award. I mean, why not? At least it's an honest thing instead of saying, well, they were great. Kids could have been out in the field picking their noses for 16 games, lost every game,
And they still get a trophy.
and they get a trophy for participant. No,
You know what they should do? They should give trophies away to the winning team with, a baseball bat, guy holding a baseball bat, and then give a trophy to like the second place team to the very last team of a guy on a trophy like this.
Just looking down.
Just looking down.
Yeah, they call
or,
that the Oscar.
Yeah.
He looks down like
or
that.
taking a ball and smashing it, just something, just that old sportsman. I think they're called sportsmanship trophies.
Sportsmanship.
That's what they're called.
That doesn't sound right.
Trophies.
Appreciation.
Sportsmanship.
Sportsmanship.
See, now you said the word, and now it's not registering
Here we
properly
go.
in my brain. I can't say it.
Now he's got to
Sportsmanship.
Sportsman. Thank you.
Say it like
Thank you, Sean Connery.
Say it like Sean
I
Connery.
appreciate that. Sportsmanship.
So
Sportsmanship.
when I
Bond. Yes. Yes.
went to,
Just came out.
when I
Looks like Tammy got a phone call. She keeps joining on after the phone calls.
It's the accordion player down the street. He's lonely.
Oh no,
it's Weird Al Yankovic.
Tammy, don't fall for the accordion player, please.
Another musician. Well, that's a stretch. It's just his accordion stretch, and never mind. Go ahead. Smurf, what the hell are you saying?
When I went to golf camp.
You went to golf camp? Didn't you also go to band camp?
Yep.
Oh, you're one of those.
Golfing band
Yep.
camp.
Golfing
Yes.
band camp. I played the tenor sax and used it as my club. I got one of those good for you for trying trophies. And me being an extremely competitive person, okay, got super upset and was like, I don't deserve this. I don't want this stupid plastic thing.
Yeah.
Yep.
See, back when I was a kid, I swam competitively, and for a while, when I was young, I was good. I was a very good swimmer, and
And now he's all washed up.
And the one stroke that I hated, the backstroke. I hated two strokes. I hated the backstroke and the butterfly. I just never liked the butterfly.
I love the butterfly.
But I hated the backstroke. But that's the one I won the most awards in.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Wow.
And I used to swim. It was the junior Syracuse national team thing and all this stuff. And we get out and swim, and we would get ribbons. And they had ribbons for first place, second place, third place.
Right.
They didn't have ribbons for the guy who came in fourth or fifth. There was
That's
a guy
right.
at the bottom
That's
of the
right.
pool who didn't even make it. They didn't have ribbons. Well, it happens once in a while.
Yeah,
That's
they
what
just
those
rescued
nets are,
him.
That's what
Right.
those nets are for. Just kind of scoop them out. But
And where are those ribbons now?
I have no idea.
Right. I have a box full of old trophies from my boys. A box in my closet with all their trophies in them. I don't know what I'm going to do with them.
Yeah.
They give them the trophies. It sits on a shelf for about 2 years, and then they get cleaned off. And of course, I'll take them. I'll save them. I go, okay, Dad, save my trophies. When are they going to want them?
Yeah.
Okay.
We're just so obsessed with celebrating everything. I'm a coach. I've been a coach. I coached softball. I've coached soccer. I've coached basketball. I've coached baseball.
And I bet you got a plaque.
No.
You didn't get a plaque at the end of
I
the year?
did get a plaque from the softball.
Okay, where is that plaque?
I have no idea.
Got Gatorated.
There you go.
I have no idea.
Kids get the trophies, coaches get the plaque.
I think
That's
I used
right.
it for a coaster for my beer back when I was drinking, but which I don't anymore because we're clean and sober here. But
That's why
right.
he no longer knows where the plaque is.
yeah, that's why I don't know where the plaque is. It's stuck to a bottom of a Heineken somewhere in a landfill. But I mean, it could be. I really don't know. But as coaches, it's like sometimes that bothers us too. Now, we want everybody to be happy and have fun in the sportsmanship. But are we really teaching people the right lesson when we say, you always win?
Well, you always
You know,
win something. Yeah, no, you're
Be-
not teaching
but you
sportsmanship.
don't. Sometimes you get a lesson out of it, or you learn what your shortcomings are, and you must improve upon them. But it can't always be, I can't get a trophy for the girl who picked the most flowers in the outfield and let 12 runs get past her.
Right.
I mean.
Well, something.
No, that's what they used to do in softball. Girls softball, they go out and they pick the little flowers out in the field. Because,
you know something I've always learned that you don't always win every week. Every week I learn you don't always win. As a matter of fact, I learned that you never win. As a matter of fact, I think I have my lotto ticket in my pocket right now. Yeah.
Now here's the thing. You gotta-
and there
what-
it is.
What is
See,
that?
I won't win. I won't.
What year is that from?
Well, this is the winner. This one's the winner right here.
Yeah, he bought it in 1984.
That's the one.
You haven't won by now. It ain't happening.
You guys
waiting
heard it.
for time travel.
You guys heard it.
when did you buy that? Today?
I bought that yesterday,
Yeah. When's the drawing? Wednesday.
Wednesday.
Good luck.
Yep.
I expect that if you
I'm
win
telling you
several
guys,
$1 million,
that's
you'll
the
buy me
one.
a lunch.
I'll buy you a lunch.
Okay.
Buy
In
you a
Europe,
lunch.
on your private yacht. On lunch.
I'll get you. Yeah, I'll get you lunch on your private yacht, buddy.
Yep.
Because I'm winning the big one.
We celebrate way too
You'll
much.
see.
We celebrate. You know what it used to be? If you got pregnant, well, first of all, if Gary or I got pregnant, this show would be a whole lot different than it is right now. Talking about getting a yacht, man, I'd make some money off that baby. I'm telling you. But
I'm reading it. Go ahead. You
yeah.
keep going. I'm
Oh, well,
just reading
thank you
this
so
one.
much.
No,
I
you
appreciate
just,
that.
You go right on
Yeah,
ahead.
yeah.
Okay, I'm listening.
Just talk amongst yourselves.
No, I'm listening. Go ahead.
Are you listening?
Yeah, I am. I'm listening. You see that?
That was a test.
You were testing me.
That was a test. Okay. People used to get pregnant. They still do, amazingly. In much the same way as they always did. He's not listening. So,
No, I am. I just came up with a really good point. Well,
okay.
Sergio did.
All right, let me
but-
finish this point.
Go ahead.
Okay. You get pregnant, and then you can decide you either want to know or you don't want to know what the sex of the baby is. And if you find out, then you call your friends and you say, hey, it's a good boy, it's going to be a girl, or whatever. If you wait, then, you show up, you have cigars, girl cigars, boy cigars. The dad comes out, hands them out, and says, hey, it's a boy. Now they've got these specially designed parties. It's called a gender reveal. Have you seen
A
this?
gender reveal.
Yeah.
The
I've heard
gender
about that,
reveal
yeah.
party.
Yeah.
Again, more celebrations where there doesn't have to be celebration.
Yep.
And they do this. There was my favorite one was the one out in California where these guys were a little rednecky because what they decided to do was
Rednecky.
rednecky.
Okay,
Rednecky. They decided to use dynamite in part of their reveal.
Oh boy.
So they took a box, and it was now the couple apparently doesn't know. One person is assigned to know and to either put pink or blue in whatever they're going to reveal.
Right.
So
right,
they were
right.
supposed to fill this box with, I think it was pink powder, and then they put dynamite in it. Now the couple for the reveal hit the button, the dynamite explodes. There's a huge cloud of pink or blue, and that's the reveal. Well, they did this, but apparently some of the powder that is flammable as well.
Oh.
And they started a forest fire that burned about 30 acres of land.
Wow.
Seriously, Google it. It's not now. Wait till we're done with our show.
Well, I had a couple that the girl was wearing a white dress, and she told her daughter to spray her white dress with a water pistol, and that's how they revealed.
Well, see, that's just
if it
a
was
party in
blue
itself.
water. If it was blue water, if it was
Spray down a girl in a dress. I got a party. I'm good.
if her dress turned blue, then it was a boy. If her dress turned pink, it was a girl.
Okay.
But they let her daughter, her firstborn, reveal
And
it,
it
which
turned
I thought
green.
was great. That's
and
very
it turned
good.
green.
Yeah, for both.
It turned
She's having
green.
twins.
It's just like- yeah.
Okay, I got to say what Sir said. He said, like for instance, you're talking celebrations, right?
Yeah.
And like and trophies, right?
Yeah.
Now,
That's what we've been
Oscars.
doing. Yes.
the Oscars, all of those like 50 or 60 trophy things that the entertainers get. I think they're all bullshit. Okay, because they get enough as it is. Even the presenters get a basket. Hold on, they get a basket for $100,000 worth of stuff. Just say now, Sergio is telling me that high school cappies, which my son has one too, would not base it off of the performances, but who won the year before and who didn't. The people who didn't make sure that they did. So it kind of
What
takes
the hell are
away
you talking about? Cappies.
the cappies. It's a high school Tony Award. Can you dig it?
I knew that.
You understand?
Yeah.
You
No,
understand?
I dig it.
Okay, it's a high school cappy award.
So
Now,
it's people who are in
Theater?
like theater.
who are in theater and,
Okay.
and the
All right.
kids
Got you now.
And
We're
the-
all caught up.
and the kids. Now Sergio's saying that
So if I win,
it's all political.
so if I win this year for doing Shakespeare, next year they wouldn't give it to me. They would get the other guy who didn't win this year and give it to him next year.
they would hasten him hither to receive their
Don't use my
prize.
Shakespearean language against me.
So the kid that was an extra and picking his nose in the background of the scene would get it over, say.
What's with the booger picking today?
As long I have no idea.
Everybody's picking their nose. The girl's picking her nose in the in the field.
Well, Smurf and I commuted this morning. We actually carpooled this morning, so we must have seen booger somewhere.
Would you car picked?
We were carpooling. We were
They're
car
car
picking.
picking.
Yes,
That's
we were
right.
car picking, which is what everybody does at the stop sign. They car pick. Yes. Yes, all the way up to the third knuckle. That's when you know you really got it. I'm telling you right now.
Now, when I was in middle school, I won the science fair in my division, right? There were only 2 people, me and some guy that studied earthworms. Like,
Well,
Yeah.
it's a good thing you won.
oh my God.
It's a good thing you won. You'd still be. You'd still
2
be bummed.
divisions, 2 people, and I lost.
There was,
How is that
yeah.
possible?
Well, here's the thing. Because I had first, Earthworm Boy got
No, wait.
second.
You're making fun of earthworm boys. Earthworms are very important to the environment. What was your science project?
That you could
Eat earthworms. The other kid was really pissed.
Well, how earthworms serve us when they're dead.
What?
How you could geolocate yourself using the stars and the planet.
Oh, or you could just Google.
Okay.
I'm just saying.
There you go.
I wanted to be a pirate.
Wait. How you could geolocate yourself?
Yeah.
Don't you just kind
I
of
was
like
within,
say,
like,
I
2
am here?
miles.
I can locate myself no matter where I go because guess what? I'm always with me. I can locate myself. Can
And you
locate
won
yourself?
for that?
She won for that.
Done? I made a sextant out of a protractor.
I don't want to hear about your personal life. I don't want to hear about you. Okay. So, speaking of sex, how was your weekend?
Oh, my weekend was great. 2 sold out shows, folks. 2 sold out shows.
Wow.
Long Run did great. We had the horn section, incredible horn section.
Did you invite
These
the
guys are
accordion
good.
guy?
Jonathan plays accordion.
He does?
He does. He plays accordion on a couple of the songs. He actually has.
Wait, what Eagles song
accordion.
has the accordion in it?
Take It Easy, Lion Eyes.
Wow.
No, you guys just added that in there. The Eagles never used it.
Oh, they did.
Did they really?
Oh, yes, they did.
You mean Glenn Fry pulled out the old accordion every once in a while?
I don't know if it was Glenn Fry or not.
All right. Well, it could have been the other one.
The other one.
The other one.
The
I don't know
other
their
one.
names. I don't know. No, so you had good shows. I saw a video.
Great shows.
By the way, we're going to post one of the long run videos on Live Out Loud podcast on our
Ooh.
Facebook page.
Wow.
So check them out, and I'll make sure that Gary always posts on the Facebook page where you can catch their band. And then when you get a chance, we can post for your other band as well, Wolfpack.
Okay, good.
You know, one of the things we want to do is we want to teach people how to have fun, clean and sober. And
Clean and
music
sober.
could be a great part of that.
Yeah.
You know, where you went, it wasn't like it was a theater, so it wasn't like
was a
drinking and
theater.
stuff. It was all about the music.
It was all about the music. Of course, they had a concession stand, but it is. It's having fun, clean and sober. And if you are not clean and sober, we have a message for you.
That's my cue.
That's your cue.
That's my cue.
'Cause you
What is
do
a
this.
segue?
Amazing.
You do this so
Segue.
way. I find the segues in there because this is very, very important.
Gary,
to make sure
Gary
that
sits
we
at
get
home and
in there.
practices segues in the mirror.
I do.
If he says this, I'm going to say this.
Yes. You are beautiful today. Speaking of beautiful things, and you just keep doing it all day long. All right. So anyway, we are talking about being clean and sober, and that's the truth. Listen, we like to have a lot of fun here, but the only reason we can have fun is because we were able to beat our demons down. I mean, we were able to walk away from a life that was not meant for us to live, which is a life buried in addiction and compulsions and in mental health issues and all those other things. You know, for myself, you know, the addiction itself took over my life, and I'm not looking forward to that ever coming back, and I don't want it to ever come back, and it doesn't ever have to, because I took care of it the right way, and that's what I'm asking you to do. If you or someone you love is suffering from addiction, or even if you're just concerned that it's possibly an addiction and you don't know, you need to find out. You need to get some help. We have an addiction specialist here. Her name is Karen. I want you to give her a call. 786-514-0893. 514-0893. Call Karen. Karen's going to fill you in on all the information that you need. Possibly there's some treatment options for you, or maybe there's just some things that you can do on your own. But don't try to battle this as a secret. You got to let it out. Tell people about it. And if it's someone that you care about, I know sometimes we're worried about we can't talk about other people and we don't want to like get them in trouble. Listen, the worst thing you could do for somebody, if you saw somebody drowning, walking away is not the answer. You have to reach out. You have to help. If you know somebody who's suffering from addiction, reach out and help. Let us help you too. Call Karen, 786-514-0893. You want to add anything to that, Gary? I don't have a segue for you, and I apologize for that.
Do you want to add anything? Gary is a great segue.
It's really a cop-out, but go for it.
If you have a pattern that you're stuck on, then that pattern can be broken. And before you end up hurting somebody, you can change. You can change. Call Karen. Take that step. If you have somebody that you know that has a pattern, that has an addiction, that has something that you know that you can end up getting really hurt, call them. Call and don't think that you're ratting on them or that you're betraying their trust, because you're not betraying their trust. You're betraying their trust by keeping it quiet. The person can end up dead, okay?
Yeah.
I don't know how much clearer I could be about that. So
call Karen.
Call Karen.
786-514-0893. We're talking today, Live Out Loud podcast. Don't forget, you can check out our website, liveoutloudshop.com. That's liveoutloudshop.com. On that website, we have information about where you can watch us and information about us. We're going to have bios on there, some other things we haven't quite got there yet, but we're getting there very slowly. But we do have some things that you can do. You could read about us. You could check into our Facebook page through there. It'll tell you where to find us. Also, on that page, if you want, you could buy a Live Out Loud t-shirt or a baseball jersey. You could buy a Live Out Loud coffee mug. All of these things are available to you right there at liveoutloudshop.com. We also have some shirts that celebrate conquering drug and alcohol addiction, as well as eating disorders and other things. More stuff coming your way all the time. And remember, a portion of every sale goes towards sponsoring an addict to get into treatment. So we try to help everybody that we can. And that's our way of giving back. So you can give back a little bit too and walk around with a really nifty shirt. Not as cool as the one Gary's wearing today, by the way, though.
Nope. This is a John Lennon shirt given to me by...
Yes, right, John Lennon. No. It was one of my shirts, and I forgot. It didn't fit me right or something, but it perfect on you.
Fits me really well.
Fits me. And
I know.
You notice what I added?
Oh, what you add? You added a Spinal Tap button? That doesn't even work. The Beatles and Spinal Tap?
Hey, the two most influential bands.
I got to do a shout out real quick. Sharon Gossett. Hey, Sharon, miss you so much. And Phyllis up in Syracuse. Phyllis, thanks for tuning in. I know you're going to be spending time with Tara this summer. I just messed up my stepdaughter's name.
Well, what a great celebration.
Spending time with Tara. It's like a tongue twister.
It's a call for a celebration.
It's a celebration. I think we need to give an award.
For the most flub dubs in
I think once you get that totally out, then we can celebrate.
I know you'll be spending time with Tara this summer. And she sells by the seashore.
There you go. There you go.
All right.
I'd like to shout out to Bubba Feathers. Bubba, how you doing, Bubba?
Excuse me?
Bubba Feathers is a great guitar player.
Bubba
His dad
Feathers?
was a famous country and western songwriter.
With a name like
has
Bubba
joined
Feathers, I figured you'd have to be like a stripper.
No.
I'm just saying.
No, but he is quite handsome.
Oh, a great guitar player?
Very good guitar player.
Excellent.
Good singer.
Well, I said great. You said very good.
And Fred. Hey, Fred. Great drummer. Got a lot of musicians on here. We could start a band.
We could.
Rick Vincent, great singer. I'm telling you.
Gary, we should start a band.
You know, you and I.
I've been working on a kazoo really a whole lot.
You've been working on a kazoo.
I've been working on a
Does that mean
kazoo.
you're building it or you're...
No, I've got one big one for my mouth, and I got two smaller ones that go in each nostril. And I can
Harmonies.
I can do orchestral sounds with kazoos.
You could do harmonies.
Harmonizes. Yeah.
Now, air only comes out of one more orifice, but I'm not sure I want a kazoo there, so I'm not thinking I'm going to do that.
Well, that could
But
be
I
the
think
bass drum.
I think with 3 I can get a full chord, so I'm good.
I think you could do the bass drum with that, you know? Boom, boom, boom.
So we're talking.
Oh, wait.
Wow.
Speaking of sound effects, the Smurf does this great sound
Hi.
effect of what was it?
We were talking about laser eye surgery.
Laser
and I
eye
was going,
surgery.
"Pew." For lasers, I was like, for each eye.
What the hell was that?
Pew, pew, for each eye.
Is that a great buzzing sound?
Is that what laser eye surgery sounds like?
Yeah. Pew, followed by beatboxing.
Did you ever have it?
You know how you spell
No.
it? B-U.
How would you know?
You see, it's spelled B-U.
How would you know what that sounds like? Do you is that like how you entertain yourself? What are you doing
Yeah.
tonight?
YouTube.
Going to watch a laser eye surgery.
Yeah.
Very interesting.
It's wrong.
Well, we were talking about it because it kind of like pretty much everybody in my family has had it, and I know I'm next.
And you know what? When you have it, the best thing you could do afterwards, have a celebration.
Have a celebration. Get a trophy.
I see,
survived.
said the blind man.
I survived.
All right. Well, listen, we've reached that part of the show where I've got to ask some stupid questions. Are we ready for some? You know what we need? We need like a.
I've named this portion.
We need
I've
like
named
music for stupid questions.
I've named this portion. They're not listening to me.
You
There's
named
a
this
lot
portion.
of over talking.
You named this portion.
I've named this
You're
portion.
talking over me.
That's right. I'm talking over you.
Talking over Alex's
it's
music
what we
here.
do. This is called the Talk Over podcast.
All right. What you named what?
Scott's Curiosities.
Oh, I like that.
We're gonna have a graphic, and it's just gonna be a. Never mind.
But
You'll
we've
see.
run out of time. Thank you very much, folks. Good night.
Scott's Curiosities. First curiosity. What the hell am I doing here? I actually have a job. I have a job. All right. These are some things that ruminate around in my strange little head, and I like to kind of throw them out there for
They
public
keep
opinion.
him up at night.
Hey, Bonita joined us. Hey, Bonita, how are you? Anyway, here we go. If someone with multiple personalities threatens to kill themselves, would that be a hostage situation? I'm just
Think
asking.
about that. Did that come into your silly little brain?
I got about 101 of them here.
Oh
So,
my gosh, that is you
like
funny.
that?
That's
we have
funny.
a hostage
That one
situation.
I
How many
liked.
people do they have? I'm not sure. Sybil, how many people
Sybil.
are in there?
Sybil's got a community.
Listen, for those of you who are multiple personality disorder, I apologize, and I apologize. All right.
Oh my god.
I'm just saying. Yeah, the peanut gallery is slow on the uptake, but he got it. Okay.
Well, I
All
just
right.
watched Split the other night, so.
If you have a fly and you pull the wings off, is it called a walk?
No,
You can no longer call it a fly, can you?
but you know, there was this experiment where they had a fly and they pulled off one wing, and he went fly, and the fly kind of went you just a little bit and then landed again.
Okay.
Right, and then he pulled the other wing off, and then he said fly, and you know they have 4 wings. Right?
I didn't know that.
They do. And then he flew a little bit, and then he flew down, and then he pulled the other one, and the same thing happened. It flew a little bit, basically in circles. He pulled the last one off. And they said, okay, now all of the wings are off of the fly. What does that show you? And the little kid in the back raised his hand, and he was so enthusiastic about this. He said, okay, what have we learned here? He said, flies with no wings are deaf.
Wow.
That
Okay.
was so much
now,
build-up.
back to Scott's Curiosities.
That was like spending all day looking forward to a good movie, getting there and the projector breaks. I mean, that was...
Back to Scott's
All right.
questions.
Back to my
okay?
curiosities. Okay. Why is a person who plays a piano called a pianist, but someone who races a car is not called a racist?
That's pretty
Wouldn't it be?
good. A carist.
What do you do? I race cars. I'm a racist. But apparently they don't do that.
They say, yeah, because they don't. Yeah, well, that's
not good.
I could see why.
There's a badness in there.
There is a badness in there.
There's a
because
whole lot
there's
of badness in
flautists,
there.
There's, but,
All right.
but why isn't drummer not a drummist?
philosophical. What?
Why isn't a drummer a drummist?
Aren't they?
No. Why? How come I'm not a singist?
You're a songster.
A songster. So why can't it be a peener?
If you're a girl, you'll be a songstess.
How about a peener? A penister.
That's just wrong. The hell's wrong with you? You just went way over there.
Next question,
Gary
please.
ran up to that line that said taste on it and jumped right over it. You actually had a pole vault it. All right.
Okay. Here we go.
You went
Aren't you
over
glad
that
I'm
like
back?
you went over that wall like somebody coming into the U.S. All right. Okay.
Aren't you glad I'm back? Huh?
I'm so glad. Adam and Eve.
Adam and Eve.
Yes, did they have belly
the
buttons?
first couple. Wow.
Think about it. I mean, this is just like one of those philosophical things. Adam and Eve, did they have belly buttons? In the pictures, they do. Why? All right, never mind. Let's just move on.
Oh my God.
Wow.
Why is the word abbreviation so long? Simple questions, right? Okay.
Well, there's a segue. So long.
What?
What?
Oh, so long,
yes.
so long. Why is there no W in one, but there's a W in two? The word one has no W, but it sounds like a W. The word two has a W, but this sounds like there's no W. Why not just put the W on the one and the two, just leave it alone?
Well, it depends if you won or
Yeah.
not.
It's one.
If you won, one.
If you're
You say the
number
same
one,
thing.
if you're number one, then you won.
You don't say them different.
You see, if you're number one, you won.
That's right. But you don't.
But if I'm right, what's left?
Two.
And if I left, is that right?
Oh, my
Okay.
goodness.
Do you see? So if you're one, you won.
If you're
I
right,
am doing my best to answer these questions for you.
I'm ignoring this answer because I'm confused.
You're a
I'm
confusist.
confused. I'm a confusist. I'm a Confucianist. Okay.
Here we go.
Hey, if you're writing a secret message, how do you know if you run out of invisible ink? Yeah, it took him a minute. I love you can actually, if you're watching it, you can actually see the question float through the air. Then it hits him in the head like an acorn out of a tree.
And then I go, why did I hear that?
And it's like,
There's 20 seconds I'll never get
so
back.
he actually had to take a moment to think about somebody writing with invisible ink.
Yeah, that was a moment I'll never get back either.
Okay. Why is the slowest time of the day on the roads called rush hour? Why would they call it rush hour?
Oh, well, that's simple.
Rush hour
because
would be when there's
everybody-
nobody on the roads because you can rush. It should be called slow hour.
Everybody is in a rush to get home. That's why it's called rush hour. I think that one is a pretty logical one.
I think it's better to call it get the F off the road hour.
I think
Yes.
it's more like just wait it for an hour. Just wait an hour, and it'll be a lot smoother.
All right. How many hands are on a clock? You got the minute hand, or the hour hand, the minute hand, and the second
hand.
the second hand.
So that's 3.
So why is the third hand called the second hand?
What?
Think about it.
Oh, gee.
You read it as always hours, minutes, seconds. So why is the third one the second hand?
Well, how do you? Sometimes it's seconds, minutes, hours.
What if you had a second hand watch with a second hand? Would it be a second hand?
Did you just?
That
think
just
of
came to me.
Did you?
Just came to me.
Oh, boy.
That's good.
Yeah. I hurt myself a little on that one. I'm going to need a massage after this. All right.
Hello, Lance, watching from Indianapolis.
All right. Just a couple more. If your car says
Just a couple more of what are these called?
it's called
Scott's Curiosities.
right.
Oh my!
No.
Oh my.
Those are my curiosities.
Okay.
Okay. If your car says Dodge on the front of it, why do you even need a horn? All right.
You really. I hope that you're being entertained by these because these.
Is this good stuff? Are you not entertained? All right.
I bet you they are. I can almost hear the giggling.
All right, one last one. Well, no, actually, let me hit you with just two more thoughts. Well, first of all, I've come up with a way to eliminate like some wasted time. You know how people go hunting and they go hunting with guns and then they kill it. They got to bring it back. Then they got to cook it and do all that stuff. Wouldn't it be easier if they just hunt with flamethrowers? I'm just.
Oh, that would be so hot.
I'm just saying. Oh, man. Yeah.
I don't know what that was, but I had to.
I'm sorry, Gary burned me. Oh, jeez. Really heating
Wow,
up in
you
here.
set that one ablaze, didn't you?
Dude, you're on fire.
Oh, just light me up.
All right. Stop me before I pun again. Here's the last thing. And this happens to me. And this is an honest to God. I want somebody to tell me why I do this.
Hi, Liz.
And I think most people do. If it in the middle of what I'm saying, you're going to yell out to Liz.
I'm sure everybody is posting. It's nice to see.
Hello,
people.
everybody.
I said hello to Lance.
I'm in the middle of a
I said,
thought.
Victor. Well, Cynthia. Cynthia always comes on at the end. Okay.
I know.
Big thought. This is the last Scott's Curious.
But I want an answer to
Curiosity
this
today.
because I wonder if everybody else does it or if it's just me.
I don't know if there are
When
answers
I'm
to
driving down
these.
the road and I'm looking for an address in the car, or I'm looking for a building.
Hold it. Don't tell me. Don't tell me.
What?
Let me see if I can guess.
Go ahead.
You turn down the radio.
Yes. I turned down the radio. I could be driving along and I got the radio blasting, the song's just going, "Come on, Barbie, let's go party." And I'm listening. That's my driving song.
That's his happy song.
I'm a Barbie. No, okay.
I don't know, but maybe because
But do you guys do it too? Smurf, do you do it? Do you turn down the radio when you're looking for something?
No.
Oh,
Because
you know
you don't have a
something?
car.
I bet you
and
do.
Don't lose
I
the
bet you
radio.
do.
She doesn't have a
okay.
car, but she'll reach over, turn other people's down.
If you're trying to, or let's say you're listening to radio, you got something on the computer that you're trying to find.
Yeah.
You don't turn the radio down to try to find it. It helps your concentration. That's why you turn the radio on. It helps your concentration.
But does it really? I mean, does everybody do that? Is that something everybody does where you're driving along, you can't find something, you turn the radio down
No.
because we think that the sound is interfering with our ability to see?
Do you people do that? Do you
now,
do that?
I do that if I'm listening to a podcast, like Live Out Loud podcast. On
Don't
Google
ever
Play.
turn us down. I'd rather you miss the address and circle around.
That's right.
Don't
That's right.
turn us down. Here's the thing. If we're still on and you've reached your destination, keep driving till we're done.
You can
There you
always
go.
make
I'm just
a
saying.
U-turn.
And if you're doing that right now, we're going to continue the show for another 4.5 hours.
That's
No,
right.
I'm
You'll
kidding.
never find the place.
Yeah,
You'll
that's
never find
right.
it. But you know something? That is an interesting question. As a matter of fact, I was driving. I asked Tammy that. I said, "Why did I just turn the radio down?"
Yeah. And you don't even realize you do it. And then you think, how stupid of me. So then I'm thinking about how stupid I am. While I'm looking for an address, I got to turn the radio down more.
I don't like to think how stupid of me. That's one of the things I don't like to. How stupid of me.
I have to because it occupies pretty much all of my day. I got up this morning. How stupid of me. I went out and got a haircut. How stupid of me. No, everything. But anyway. Gary, any final thoughts on our show today? Any silly celebrations you'd like to send out there?
Look at this.
Should we have a trophy for finishing our show? Should we get a trophy for finishing our show? Yes. Should we have a party?
A celebration. That's your cue, Smurf.
That was a
Let's
celebration.
do that again. We're going to celebrate.
All right, we're
Ready?
going to do a
Here we go.
celebration. We're going to celebrate. Yeah, we're celebrating. We did a show. Yay, we get a trophy. Gary gets a participation award,
A participation award.
and I get the award for showing up.
Thank you. Thank you. You like me. You really, really like me.
I'd like to thank the Academy for this wonderful award.
Oh,
I don't know who that was supposed to be.
I've
Listen,
Wait. Go ahead.
Lance asked, is Wolfpack fast enough to make a long run?
Oh, wow.
Wolfpack should be playing around pretty soon. I can't get to my my calendar right now, but all right, folks, look for long run. Look for Wolfpack.
We
Great
will.
band,
We will
Wolfpack.
be sure, and Smurf will help us out with this because Gary gets confused sometimes with all the Facebook posts and everything. But
Yeah.
we're going to put out information about Wolfpack, about
Tammy's back
the
again.
long run. And different things that we're doing. Hey, Tammy, I'm glad you got off the phone with whoever it was.
again.
Sorry, she was out back with the Cabana Boy for a few minutes, and but now
Oh.
the show's over. She's got to go. Oh, that's Gary's turn. All right, so I'm just kidding. It was so nice to see her the other day when she stopped in.
Yes.
When was that?
It was on our way to
was Friday, yeah.
DeLand. Yeah,
Oh yeah.
DeLand.
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 But yeah, so we'll have information about that. We're going to start putting some information about sober events and local different things and ways you can get involved in all of that. So
If you know,
Turns down the radio when she puts on her mascara.
I don't blame her for that. Liz
her
says she
eye
turns the radio down when she's putting on mascara. You are putting
Please.
pretty much a sharp piece of plastic into your eyeball. I suggest you have as much concentration as possible.
Yeah, you
They
can't do it
have-
when you have music on.
It's
They
like, it's
have-
like contact lenses. I don't know how people do that.
they have metal ones now that look like tiny machine screws
Mm-hmm.
to put mascara on.
I don't know how people like put the mascara on there without jabbing themselves in the
I'm afraid
eye.
of death.
I'm
know.
sure that.
I
Well, in the 80s, I used to wear mascara.
I wear safety goggles when I brush my teeth because I'm afraid I'll slip and knock my eye out. They want me to put like contact lenses in. Are you kidding me? I just mastered the Q-tip in my ear. You know, it's going in about 4 inches deeper than it used to before. I'm not sure that means anything.
Yeah, and you take it out of your nose.
Yeah. They told me to stop when I hit resistance, but I feel much better and calmer now.
No resistance in there.
I feel much better.
Wow.
All right, so
If you know of any sober events, shoot us a message and we will post it on our page as well. So
or
it
they
isn't
could share it
just
from our
us.
page or
Yeah,
whatever.
we'll share it and we'll do all that. Just
Sober events.
Throwing it out there.
Get involved, people. This show is your show as much as it is Gary's and Deanna's. It's mostly mine, but no, I'm kidding.
Here we go.
I'm kidding. I'm just kidding because, Scott's curiosities. What do they call them?
Scott's Curiosities.
That's what I said, curiosities. How come phonetic is not spelled phonetically? I'm just curious about that. All right, so anyway, we're at the end of our show. Is there anything you'd like to add? Just staring into the camera, just lovingly.
Well, let's think. Ready?
I gotta say, looking
Let's
at
just
you in
think.
this camera, I gotta say, I am a handsome man. I mean, you are a.
Well, let's just think for a
All
second.
right, let's
Ready?
think for a minute.
Okay.
All right, you got to. If you don't make noise, you're not thinking. You ever notice that?
Well, I wonder. What are the typical thinking poses? There's
There's a hand on the chin.
the hands on the chin.
There's a rubbing of the head. The rubbing of the forehead is a thinking
The
thing.
pointing of the temple.
The pointing to the temple. The middle finger extended in a fashion of hello, how are you?
Hello, how are you?
Because I'm thinking something about somebody when I'm doing that.
Well,
so
that-
it is a thinking pose.
To me, that means I love you. When I cut somebody off and they show me that, I go, "Hey, I love you too."
Well, your parents taught you that how they raised you was just fine.
Well, I was bar mitzvahed.
Oh, there we go. All right. Well, I want to
Going back to the beginning of the show.
I'm glad everybody joined our celebration today right here at Live Out Loud podcast. Make sure you check us out every Monday, Wednesday, Friday at 2 o'clock. This week, though, special guest Shelby will be joining us again. We may have another special guest coming in this week. Gary's going out of town.
on Wednesday and Friday, so I won't be here. But
that's
still
right.
tune in.
That's right. They're going to change his medication. That requires 4 or 5 days in a padded rooms whenever they do that.
That's right.
Whoa.
Really, really went off the rails on that one. All right. Anyway, I want
It's
to
very
thank
hard to scorch my feet.
I want to thank everybody for joining us. For now, I'm Scott.
I'm Gary.
And we got Smurf. We all want to say thanks for joining us. We'll see you next time.
Be nice to each other.